Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading for the week starting the 31st of October 2022. I'm going to look at some energies and things that are coming through and see if we can get any guidance for you this week, Capricorn. Four of Swords, Four of Cups, Five of Swords, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Wands. Oh, we've got a few fives there, Capricorn. There's a little bit of conflict and confrontation going on there, but also a lot of freedom and change, because that's what fives are as well. So, rest. Rest is the theme of the week, Capricorn. Going within, looking at your own journey, your own motivation, looking at what you require, what you are needing in order to keep your energy levels up. There will also be messages coming through from spirit, so you'll gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom this week when you take time out, listening to your dreams, sort of looking at them and seeing what they're meaning to. But the fours are all about creating a solid foundation, a solid structure. And the Four of Cups is saying that you may be bored at the moment with what's going on around you. Maybe there's not enough. You're too much caught up in the mundane. You know, things are a little bit, blasé. And this is encouraging you. Spirit is encouraging you, Capricorn, to look into different things that you want to do. So if there's some ideas that you have and you've just put them to the side because you've got to be doing everything else, you've been encouraged to just sort of open yourself up, open up to the ideas, to the blessings, to the opportunities that may be being presented to you at this time. And then not allowing others to steal your energy, to get in the way of what you need to do. So this is saying that this is where you start to put yourself first, Capricorn, that you start to say, what's draining my energy, what's elevating my energy, and moving towards the elevating. Now, you may not be able to get rid of everything that is draining your energy, but what you can do is you can start to either change that, and so make it more as an elevating of your energy, or you can change the impact that it has on you. It's just a case of working it out, and you are clearly doing that for yourself this week. Now, what that's going to lead to here, Capricorn, is that this is an opportunity to release some burden, to let down, you have been carrying. For some of you have been feeling like you've been carrying a heavy load. For some of you, you have been carrying a heavy load, and you are now ready to sort of let that down. You could be delegating some chores, some responsibility to others, or for some of you, you're just coming to the end of a very, chaotic, strenuous, whatever time that you've been having. So that you may have been going through something that there was just that journey that had to be taken up. Now here we have another five. As we know, this is, we've got a couple of fours, a couple of fives. So we have a five of feeling, for some of you, left out, for some of you isolated, just not, for some of you, you're not being brought into the group, into the loop, you've sort of been left out a little bit. For some of you will be feeling that. Now, this is asking, Spirit is encouraging you to start to connect with your guardians, your guides. Look at those support systems and those around you that you can rely on, that you feel connected to, and look at that energy. Go towards that. There also, what comes through with this card here, Capricorn, is that you are only to walk inside and you will be nurtured. There's warmth, there's food, there's everything you need to be nurtured by. So it's kind of like, there's some thought here. How do I get myself back into it? For some of you, you may have sort of isolated yourself a little bit because you've been, you've had this, this stuff going on, this burden that's been happening, this heaviness, and now it's time to look to see how you can move out of that. Now, for some, you are feeling like it's time to move on from a job, a career, a business, and this is saying that it could be going into a new learning, because this is the apprenticeship card as well as the working, hard, working away at something, learning stuff. You got the books down here. So, working into the night. He's got the candles on, even the mouse is saying, look, haven't you been doing this for a bit? But, look at the blossoms. It's spring. Things are starting to come right. Things are starting to come through. So if you've been working for a while towards something, it definitely is starting to happen. Because the Hierophant says that, the rewards are there. That there is a sense of completion, a sense of connection, a sense of inspiration that comes through here. So for some of you, you may be going on a spiritual journey. You're connecting more into spirit, into more of the esoteric rather than the physical, the material, and that's making you feeling heightened, lightened, and more connected with yourself. And then the Queen of Wands. So this is you being in a place, if this is you and not someone else, if it's you, then you're feeling very inspired, very passionate, very excited. It's kind of like you've gone through this journey this week of, just sorting things out, and looking to see where you need that would be beneficial for you to put your energies, and knowing that will be beneficial for you, and you're feeling a lot more inspired by the time you get to the end of the week. If it's someone around you, then they remind you, of what is needful for you to feel inspired, to feel renewed, to feel that new sense of optimism. To start to get your passion back. So you could be talking to somebody who's, is doing what you want to be doing, or gives you ideas. So there's a sense there too for you, Capricorn, of surrounding yourself with people that, that inspire you. Okay, there we have triumphs. Beautiful. So definitely success. Success, victory. Like I said, feeling optimistic. Getting two again. Okay, so we've got the sacral chakra here. So this is looking at what you actually need. This is honing into, what, we go from base chakra, which is about having, food, shelter, all those basic needs. And this is where you start to look at what your desires are, what you really, what you're wanting to achieve. And then we have a spiritual union there. So for some of you, you're being pulled towards, somebody and connecting with somebody, and being, having that sense of those that are collectively going in the same direction, have the same ideas. So you're looking toward, with being around those that satisfy that as well within you. There's a real pull here to be around like-minded people, being in those good energies that we get from those that inspire us. But you're definitely going in the right direction. You've definitely got, coming out of a feeling of pressure, high burden, and knowing that you've worked hard for this, and that, that elevation is there. It's there for you to have. It's there for you to do, to feel more optimistic and positive. Okay, we have here, great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences here. So it's along the lines of the Hierophant that we've got here. So as you learn from, you look at your journey, you look at what you know to be, based, as I said, in the spirit, in the material and the financial, and knowing that that has a place, but it doesn't fulfill you, it doesn't actually satisfy, what you're needing to go forward. We have the spiritual union here, so you could be, catching up or connecting with somebody who is on the same path as you, and that you start to move towards that desire of being more spiritually connected. For others of you, it's, it's doing, having a prayer, or talking to your guardians, or just feeling the unconditional love of the universe and being quite happy with that, feeling quite connected with that, feeling, that inspired feeling that's coming through there. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It can be that you're just starting to see the beauty around you, the the sense of excitement. It's like a light goes on. It's like you get up and one morning and you see this beautiful sunrise. Okay, let's see what we've got. Friendship, yeah. Enjoying those things, you know, enjoying friendships, enjoying relationships, enjoying being around, like I said, people who inspire you, that light you up, that you just feel excited about. So for some of you this week, you're going to be catching up with friends or looking at a new, you know, like a holiday, planning a trip, planning a get-together, but definitely a great week there for you. You're really going to be feeling inspired by the end of it. Alrighty, thanks very much. See you next week. Bye.